Are you bothered by someone else's story? And you know what I'm talking about. That same story that they keep saying over and over and over again. It could be at work, it could be with your family, who knows, with your friends, but you're tired of hearing their same story. It's the same lingo, it's the same talk that you've been hearing for months, maybe even years. It could be their divorce story. It could be their childhood story. It could be that they're talking about someone else's story over and over again. And now think about this. It might be even you that's talking about someone else's story over and over again. And that is generally the story that you need to let go. Today's topic on my show today is letting go of that story. It's time to divorce it. Yes, I'm Lisa McCallum and I am your divorce specialist. I've been through divorce, but I've also divorced so many other things in my life. I've had to. It's these same patterns over and over again. You can use them in anything that you're doing in life. And it is time now. If you are noticing your own talk, this story that you keep saying to yourself in your mind, out loud, to everyone, you're rehashing it over and over again, then congratulations if you are being aware of this, because that means that you can let it go and you can move forward. It's when we're not aware of this thing. Everyone else is aware of it around us. They know when we're talking about it over and over again. And also, you are starting to become aware of other people's stories. That is a great indication for you to look inward and say, what is it that I'm saying over and over and over again, and it's not serving me anymore? It's keeping me stuck in the past and not helping me move forward. One of the things that I have learned for myself and how it affects me is that it could be at work, it can be with my family, and it can be in lots of social settings, it can be anywhere with other people, you name it, is that I get triggered. And when I get triggered about someone else's story, how I get triggered is many different things. I get angry, I get upset, I get anxious, I get internal body things going on, my bowels act up, my back is sore. Definitely all of those things start happening with me, and I'm very agitated. And then guess what? I wind up talking about this stuff to other people. I do. And these are patterns that I notice. And then that's when I have to say to myself, okay, why are you triggered? What's going on with you, Lisa? And that's what I'm asking you today as well, is to sit down and say, when this stuff starts happening to you, what's happening within yourself? Because it is a big indicator that there's something more about yourself that you need to work on. This is a lifelong thing. This just doesn't happen overnight. But it does get better and better and better and better when you recognize these things. And then you can have these tools that I'm about to talk to you about to help you move forward. Simple things, something at work for sure. You do not have to go to coffee for everyone. You do not have to have lunch with everyone. You don't have to participate in everything that goes on at work. There's no requirement saying that you have to. I don't know, maybe there is at your job. But for instance, pick these times for yourself to do something for yourself. You can have coffee alone. You can have lunch alone. You can go for walks on your lunch, walks on your coffee, listen to music, read a book. These are some simple things where you're not amongst everyone else in the same stories that go on and on. Because generally, The stories are everyone else talking about one particular person at the lunch table or wherever that is, your lunchroom, who knows, and then you're caught up in it. So is that something that you want to keep on doing? That is something that start to ask yourself. And like I said, when you have those triggers, that is a big indication that you don't want to anymore. You want something else. And it's a great time to be doing things for yourself. A really, really great time. The other thing too is that the thing that is so major about your story, and that I want you to get reconnected with here, is that it is not your story. It's just that you are talking about someone else all the time, or a situation, and it could be that someone else inflicted something on you. And that's a fact. That could be true. But the thing is that what was going on with them, that they were in this state of mind or situation to be inflicting all of their pain and their past and childhood stuff onto you. We don't even have to know those answers. It's not for us to figure that all out. It's just that it's caused us a lot of pain, and then we wind up carrying all of this with us every single day, rehashing it in our mind, rehashing it with everyone else. And it's time to divorce it and let it go. A big thing that I have figured out for myself and that I want to share with you is that when it's time to let this stuff go, it's hard because you wind up going back. You wind up going back to the people that are causing you and inflicting you pain. And even if you're not in their physical presence, by talking about them over and over to other people and talking about it in your mind, they're with you. You're carrying that. And the thing is that it's really, really scary because it's the unknown to let them go. And that's what we're doing. We're letting someone else go. And quite often it's someone that we love very deeply, who's been attached to us in our lives. And yes, it's okay to let them go. It's time to say goodbye, because when we say goodbye, that just leaves room for us to get closer to who we are, to get to know your own soul, who you really, really are. And it is beautiful. So have a great day. Think about some of these things that I've mentioned. And today, a great thing that you can do just to start, just for today, is just by going to someone close to you and asking them and saying, hey, is there something that I've been talking about for way too long? And is it time for me to start to let this go? And I bet you this other person, if they're a good person to you and someone that loves you dearly and cares enough about you, they'll say, yes, there is. And you already know what it is that you've got to quit talking about and who you've got to let go. So have a great day. I hope some of these tools have been amazing for you. And we'll see you next week. Okay, bye.